Sort of to that point, what do you hope to accomplish on, I guess we'll just focus on the next game, but what do you hope to accomplish in that one? That one was competitive in the second half of the game.
Are you talking about the Colorado specifically? Well, hey, listen, we want to go win. I think there were some things that we took from the last game that worked well for us, and that's what we'll try and build on this time. They're obviously going to play better at home, but I think we did some good things. We just spotted them 20 points early and seemed to play uphill the whole time, and that was tough. But I think defensively we'll be a little bit better prepared for what we saw last time.
How challenging is it, specifically in this conference where everyone is like, you're basically playing a top 15 team every time, to gauge improvement if you're still losing the games? Like, how difficult is it to convey, like, we lost by 1 or 2 possessions last game to a top 15 team, but it's still, you look at the standings and you know where you are. I mean, how difficult is that for a younger team?
Yeah, well, you play to win. You don't play to play in close and win, moral victories. We're disappointed that we're not winning, but yeah, we're playing really good teams. So you look at the last game. I mean, I think we were the first team all season to out-rebound the Beavers. You look at kind of some of those small victories and things that you did well and try to build on it. I think if you just dwell on the wins and losses all the time, it can either get you too high or too low. So you just look at some of the things you did well and try to build on those, and look at some of the things that you didn't do so well and try to fix them. That's all we can do at this point. I think we have a stretch here of, 7 in a row against teams that are ranked in the top 20. I'm not sure that's ever been done. It's just a gauntlet. And that's, and unfortunately we're not at our best in terms of health and things like that. But, our kids are competing. The energy in practice is still good. I just think that they believe, and I certainly believe, that wins are in our future. We just got to keep plugging away.
What are some of those things you mentioned, taking some of the positives, some of the not positives from the Oregon State game in particular that you're taking?
Yeah, it's kind of funny. Utah, we've been playing a zone. It's no secret there. And they were just different. So we spent the week working on Utah and how they're just, they're a team driven by analytics with a great inside player, but then they're going to put 4 players on the perimeter. So I thought we did a really nice job of staying at home on shooters. 2 days later, a day and a half later, we're playing Colorado, who just, they cut. There wasn't a set offense per se. They were just aggressive. They penetrated, whereas Utah didn't like to penetrate as much. They pass and just cut, and we weren't as prepared for that. And I think we adjusted to it better in the second half. But I thought early on you prepare all week for one thing, and then you see the complete opposite the next game. So, now we've seen how they're going to attack it. The thing about running zone, sometimes we have to go back to last year to see what they did against zones. Like the Beavers zoned us the other night, just a few possessions. We haven't seen a zone since November, so sometimes you don't exactly know what you're going to see because not as many teams do it. Yeah. But we got to rebound better and then take care of the ball. That's what the Colorado came down to. I think they scored 22 points on second chance or points off turnovers, and then a ton on second chance. So we just got to do a better job in those 2 areas.
Is there an update on Sophia?
Yeah, it's not looking great on Sophia. I think we're, now we're looking at perhaps the season with her. It's unfortunate. We really miss her. We miss that defense. We miss the length. We miss her potential to be a 4th scorer for us. And, she's still in a boot. So until she gets out of that, I can't even think about having her back.
Had a couple of games to play without her now. What have you seen from Priscilla, from Ula, from Kennedy returning?
Yeah, I thought Kennedy played a really good game the other night, and she hasn't been healthy at all. We've only been able to play her in case of emergency. Well, the emergency the other night was 26 minutes, but she played really well. And it gives us something different. It allows Chance to play off the ball. And, Chance exerts a ton of energy just bringing the ball up and getting us into our offense. She's better suited off the ball. But if she doesn't bring it up, then our next option is Grace. So it was good to have Kennedy back. Now, she can do that. We can play Chance off the ball a little bit. And I think Ula's doing really well. Priscilla's yet to find that stroke, but, Ula had a couple of really good looks to take the lead in the last game. I mean, it just didn't make them. But, I'm pleased really with our effort. Our execution comes and goes, but, there's a lot of things to be encouraged by. The winning, I hope, will come. I'm not discouraged. I'm still trying to be as positive as I can each and every day, and I think our team is too.
Heading in just to the second round of Pac-12 play now, as a coach, just what excites you about that opportunity?
The opportunity to adjust to how they played us the first time. We have, I think, some winnable games down the stretch here. I really, truly do. And we're playing some opponents that we're close to in the standings, so we can, move up in the standings with a couple of wins here or there. So that excites me. I actually, you can look at the competition in a good way or a bad way. I actually think it's an opportunity. I mean, why not? We got nothing to lose this weekend. So, and we're certainly capable of winning those games. So, some people can go, oh, wow, it's really stacked against you. But I look at it as an opportunity. And I still think a few good wins against these teams that are ranked and then beat some of the teams that we're kind of competing with in the standings, I think we still got a shot at an at-large. I mean, I know it sounds weird, but, man, a few wins, our net is in a position where a couple of those really good quality wins, we jump into the bubble. So I know it's a long shot, but
is that something that a conversation that you're having with the team? Is that
absolutely not? No? Absolutely not. I don't know if you want to think too much big picture. We do that as coaches, but our team's just got to be concerned with Colorado. That's it.
You've said this is a team that will be able to beat anybody if it works really hard. Is there any excitement in the we're right there, a couple shots go in and we can beat a top 20 team, or for a younger team like this, does it get frustrating to get that close and still fall short?
Both. I think a little of both. It is frustrating, but at the same time, there were things that, hey, yeah, we're not far away. We just don't have a huge margin for error. We have to have Philly and Grace and Chance playing well, and they have pretty consistently. We could be more efficient, but I think those three have really had nice seasons. We just have really struggled with that fourth score, especially. I think defensively, we've played well enough most nights to win or compete to win. It's been the offense where we've really struggled, and we're shooting fewer threes, but making a higher percentage recently. Rebounding is coming and going, but for the most part, it's been pretty solid. The turnover is still an issue against teams that put pressure on us, and we're going to see a few of those teams in the next couple of weeks. So, yeah, you know what? Good things are going to happen this weekend. I anticipate that we're going to go over and play well.
Speaking of Philly, just she looked a little bit in pain on the last game. Just how is she feeling heading into this game? How is her body kind of holding up?
Okay, well, you know something I don't.
Well, that's good.
Maybe she's just getting old. She's our oldest player,
That's that
I don't
too.
think, no, I don't think she's injured. I didn't really see her Monday. We played Sunday, and then Mondays she's doing her student teaching, I think, which would be a great story for you guys. She's in the classroom with these little kids, and it's probably amazing to see someone her height in elementary school. But she on Mondays, so she does not practice on Mondays. Tuesdays are day off. Today was the first day we get together and kind of go full contact, and she was able to do everything. So my sense is she's okay. But if you know something I don't.
That's good. She just maybe is working hard.
Well, she is working hard, and God bless her. I mean, she never sees a single coverage. She's getting doubled and sometimes tripled every time she touches it. So that she is option one in another team scout. That's what they look at. How can we solve the Philly riddle? And so they're sending help, and God bless her. That's not easy. You know, if you've been double teamed, any of you have been double teamed or triple teamed in hoops, it can be tough.
Every time I touch the ball, coach.
I was going to say, back in the day, you know, I hated the triangle and two on me, three on the rest. But they, you know, and she's passing well out of it. She's making good decisions. She's finishing better. And my goodness, she's been a terror on the boards. I mean, so yeah, I think she's fine.
I was going to ask one last question, was just on her confidence. I know team results, regardless, facing players that are going to be big-time WNBA draft picks, and she's going out there and putting up good numbers and competing and winning some of those battles. So how has that helped her?
Yeah, it's amazing. Look at the centers in this league that she's had to play, you know, from Lauren Betts at UCLA to Rhea Marshall. You're talking 2 All-Americans there. Peely, Regan Beers. I'm going to forget a lot of them. Just Cameron Brink.
Pretty good.
I forgot Cameron Brink. I mean, just on and on and on. And she's more than holding her own. She's outplaying some of those. And I mean, what a testament to a young lady that's really only played 4 years of organized basketball. And I'm just happy for her. She's putting her, you know, she's getting her name out there into league discussion beyond Oregon. So pretty cool. And she's got a great attitude, you guys, and she's playing extended minutes without, you know, she's able to stay in and still play at a high level for 8, 9, sometimes 10 minutes at a time. So good on her.
I know the shooting numbers is something that you wanted to improve. How did you feel like they were against Oregon State, and what have you maybe been doing in practice to kind of get some of those numbers up?
You just, you know, you shoot and you shoot and you shoot and you do those things, you know, at game speed in practice as much as you can. And, you know, and then in the game, you just got to execute and get the best shots you can. Our issue most of the year has been we're just not getting downhill enough. We're not getting into the paint out of our pick and roll. We're not starting the dominoes, you know, where somebody's got to help, then you kick it to them, then somebody helps them, and then ultimately you find an open shooter. We're just not getting some of those easy looks. A lot of the looks we get are really difficult. That's why our efficiency numbers are where they are, our field goal percentage is as well. So we just got to keep working at it. You know, we are who we are. You know, we're not going to have nobody sitting out waiting to come in. So we just got to keep getting better, and we see signs here and there. Just haven't put it together for 40 minutes yet.